So we're at the Buddh International Circuit in the BMW M5. This is the brand new F10 M5. M, of course, stands for motorsport. It's BMW's skunk works that produces some of the most special BMWs known to man. And in the case of road cars, M pretty much stands for manic because they produce some crazy road cars. This one has a 4.4 liter turbocharged V8 that produces 560 horsepower and 680 Nm of torque. Gone is the F1 drive 5 liter V10 naturally aspirated motor that produced 500 horsepower. This is the age of being eco-friendly. So this M5 has brake energy regeneration. It's got auto start stop. It's 30% more fuel efficient. Yet it has a lot more power. It's got 60 more horsepower, and it's got a turbocharger that just absolutely sucks it towards the horizon in a way as if it's being pulled by some invisible force. It's a pretty phenomenal car. You step on the gas and it accelerates like a really fast car, and then it flicks a switch somewhere and it accelerates some more, and it totally blows you away. It's got some phenomenal power, let's just put it that way. It's got a great double clutch 7-speed gearbox. The last M5 struggled a little bit with the gearbox. It was the sequential manual, which was a little harsh when you were driving on the road. This one is a lot more comfortable to use. It's a lot more responsive, and as you can see, this baby is really happy to play with you on the track. It's got two buttons here marked M1 and M2, but really they should be Dr. Jekyll and Mr. Hyde, because that is the character trait that this car demonstrates. It's got multiple settings that you can customize to everything ranging from, you've got traction control, of course, which at the moment is off, which is going to allow us to slide around a little bit. You've got a bunch of buttons out here that allow you to set stuff up as you want it. You can set up the weight of the steering, which is it's a hydraulic steering, it's not an electric steering. You can alter the speed of the gear changes. You can set up the engine map, of course, and you can basically tailor this car to your needs based on whether you're being a hooligan on the track or you've just left a dinner party and you want to have a gingerly sort of ride back home. So let's see what we could do here in terms of getting in a decent lap time. The steering wheel is so responsive, and the rear end just wants to come out on you. Now, keep in mind this car weighs 2 tons, so you do feel that weight when you come around a corner. But the chassis is so well balanced that it doesn't really feel like too much of a liability. I mean, it just turns in exactly the way you want it to. The steering is beautifully weighted. The power, of course, is undeniable. And it's the perfect car to just slide through a corner like that and charge down the back straight of the BIC. We're getting up to 5th gear, up to 200 kilometers an hour. 6th, 240. Brake, brake, brake. little bit of understeer on the parabola, but you can just set the car up perfectly at the exit. A little bit of a slide. Get the car turned in on the brakes and accelerate out the corner using all the power. Had a bit of a moment on this corner already, so we're just going to take it a little easy on the exit. It's a really tight last corner going into the front straight. Using all the curve as we hurtle down the front straight. The only thing missing for me in this car is an exhaust note that's just a little bit more evocative. This car just feels a little muted, orally speaking. In fact, BMW takes such care to make sure that their cars are acoustically entertaining. That they've actually pumped in synthesized exhaust noise through the stereo system. And it actually sounds pretty good on the outside. It's really only because this is such a comfortable luxury car that you can't really hear the exhaust note too much on the inside. I mean, it's got soft closed doors, it's got a really comfortable ride, and yet you can come out on a track and do this. So, got Mr. Jekyll, who's M1 with everything set to Sport Plus, traction control off, gear change in its most brutal form, and then you've got M2, which you set up with everything in comfort, and you've essentially got two cars in one. Let's give it one last shot. We did a 226 this last lap. We've done a 225.4, I believe, already. Let's see if we can get this M5 to just go around here a little quicker. Get the tail out just slightly to get you pointing down the front straight. Get your foot flat down. And this car is just picking up speed like you will not believe. There's of course a head-up display which is giving me everything from the rev counter to the speed and the gear, telling me which gear we're in. Just be a little gentle on the exit because we don't want too much sideways stuff if we're trying to get a lap in. As much speed through here as possible, get it flowing as nicely as possible into one turn. it's those quick direction changes where you feel the girth of the car. Otherwise, it disguises it so well. The fact that you've got a luxury car that looks, sounds, and goes like this, and is willing, able, and oh, so happy to be pushed around a racetrack like this. And it's just as willing to blast across continents. It's an incredible achievement. And the best part about the M5 is that ever since its inception, it's been the ultimate Q car. It's the kind of car that you roll up at the lights with, and you just blow the doors off of that twin-turbo sports car that's sitting next to you. Because it's well, this one is aggressive, but it's still relatively unassuming. It's still a four-door, 5 Series shell at the end of the day. So you can spring a few surprises on the road, let's just say. It's got a lot of praise ever since this car was launched a little while ago, and frankly, it's all well-founded because it's so versatile. It does everything so well. On a track, yeah, maybe you would prefer something that's a little more focused and a little lighter, but then you can't quite seat a family of 4, even put a car seat at the back. There's a rear seat entertainment system, and have the best of both worlds. So Dr. Jekyll and Mr. Hyde